As I continue on with my series in this part 7 on how to avoid negativity, I want to begin with a quote. The game of life is a lot like football. You have to tackle your problems, block your fears, and score your points when you get the opportunity. These words from the late humorist Louis Grizzard can really come in handy if you're someone who has decided to face your problems head on rather than just sitting on the sidelines watching the game. Problems are only a problem until you start tackling them. Then they become challenges. So what's the difference between a problem and a challenge, you might ask? Well, the difference is you. Ignoring a problem is like driving a car that is starting to overheat. It only gets worse if you don't deal with it. For someone who's committed to moving their life to the next level, problems become the instruments of change that force us to grow. When we learn to view them as things that must be overcome in order to get to our objective, we can recognize them as the stepping stones to victory rather than roadblocks of defeat. But like all things that challenge us, we must choose to accept the challenge. I say this because when we face a problem that must be dealt with, there are usually less challenging options that offer us an easy way out. As enticing as this may be to some, this usually turns out to produce a mediocre result that doesn't do anything but set the problem aside until it grows into something bigger that we can no longer ignore. Some of us have problems we just accept as part of who we are, a part of our personality. We may be lazy or unmotivated, or maybe we avoid working as a team member and prefer to go it alone so we don't have to deal with other people. None of these things will help you grow as a person or as a professional trying to become the best you can be. One of the hardest problems to overcome in life is procrastination. In the business world, this is one of the most destructive and hardest problems to defeat. This is one area where learning to set goals and following through on them can change everything for you. Learning how to prioritize the things that must be dealt with in the order of their importance can completely eliminate this problem from your life and give you a new outlook on the future. So as you can see, many of the things that we consider roadblocks or problems in life are actually the natural result of issues that we need to overcome through personal growth. In the retail automotive business, if you don't learn how to become a problem solver, you won't be very successful. In today's world, many customers consider the purchase of a new car as something they must do to solve a problem they're having. This makes our job even more important, and the ability to turn their problems into our challenges becomes a major part of the skill set we must develop if we're going to be successful. So regardless of what position you are in your dealership, unless you are willing and able to turn problems into challenges, you will not be able to successfully help those you serve to the best of your ability. When people come to you with a problem they need to solve, unless you can help them solve it, they will go somewhere else to do their business. All of us must face problems on a regular basis. But like the words of Louis Grizzard remind us, if we learn to block our fears and tackle the problems we encounter, we will get our opportunities to score the points that make winning a regular part of our life and career.